I'm Scot Justice, the virtual CFO. In today's video blog, I would like to talk to you about running your company lean the first few years that you're open. What I mean by running lean is that you keep your expenses low and you do as much of the work as you possibly can in your firm the first few years that it's open. Often, doing as much work as you can the first few years entails working nights and weekends. It's a sacrifice, but also it's an investment in your firm that pays off in two ways. The first way it pays off is that the more things you do in your company, the greater understanding you have of your business, which helps you make better decisions, that makes you a better manager, which makes you a better leader in your company. The second benefit is that you're not paying somebody or you're not subcontracting those functions out, so you have greater cash reserves than if you didn't have a lean business model. Cash reserves are important because they help you weather downturns in your business. My professional experience has shown that every industry and every customer base goes through downturns. So for me, it's not a matter of if you're going to go through a downturn, it's a matter of when. I've seen that the companies that have the greatest chance of succeeding and surviving during a downturn are those that have a good cash reserve. This is a business model that I've adopted for my entrepreneurial CPA firm, CPA for Small Business. So I practice what I preach, but I learned this lesson the hard way. CPA for Small Business is not my first entrepreneurial firm. I owned an entrepreneurial logistics company in the 1990s that was open for 4 years. The day I opened up my logistics company, I adopted an aggressive growth all-in business model. And what I mean by all-in is that every time I had free cash flow, I would put it into sales, marketing, and into hiring employees because I wanted to grow. Building a cash reserve was never on my mind. It wasn't even on my radar. This business model worked great for the first 2 years, and it's the reason that my company's sales took off like that. But in the third year, this business model came back to bite me. We suffered a significant decline in our market. In a 5-minute video blog, there isn't time to go into the market dynamics that were occurring, but in year 3, we had the same customer base we had in year 2, but those customers only had 50% of the freight volume in year 3 that they had in year 2. We suffered a significant decline in our revenue. Because I had adopted the aggressive growth all-in business model, my options were limited when the bottom fell out of our market and I started losing money. The only real option that I had was to try and sell my way out of the problems I had. And the thing that I learned during that period is you can be the greatest salesman in the world, but if there's no business out there to get, you're not going to sell and get it. In the end, my logistics company failed. 2020 hindsight for me is that if I had run lean the first few years that I was running my logistics company, when the downturn occurred, I would have had a significant cash reserve. That cash reserve would have given me a lot more options when I did face the decline in business than I had with the business model I adopted. I could have kept my company open longer, or since I had a cash reserve, I could have cut deals with the vendors that I'd signed contracts with to get out of those contracts. This is why it's important to me in my public accounting firm that I run lean the first few years. There are some of you watching this that follow me on Twitter and you see me send tweets out nights and weekends. So know that the reason that I'm working nights and weekends is that I've made the decision to run lean the first few years that my company's open. And it's working for me because now I have a good, solid financial foundation for my company. That foundation is going to serve me and my clients for years to come because it means my company's going to be around for a while because I have the cash reserves available now to be able to weather any downturns I may incur. So I hope that you think about what I've said. If you have any questions, you know how to get in touch with me through email or give me a call. And until the next video blog, I hope you have a good day. Goodbye and thanks for watching.